In The Young and the Restless, a series of tense and suspenseful plots are pushed to a climax as intrigue, anxiety, and efforts to protect loved ones intertwine, creating a story full of surprises and fascination. It all begins when Ian, a scheming and dangerous man, decides to target Tessa Porter. Tessa, with her strong but carefree personality, is unaware that she has been targeted by a hidden enemy. Ian secretly mentions to Jordan that Tessa is his new target, because she has no idea who Ian is and therefore, will not be able to guard against him. Jordan, despite her shady actions in the past, hesitates before Ian's plans. This makes Ian mock that Jordan is not ruthless and determined enough to achieve his goal. Ian, with his sinister nature, has devised an elaborate trap to lure Tessa into a dangerous situation. Ian's plan is not only to hurt Tessa but also to destroy her reputation and career. With her musical talent, Tessa is currently a rising star, and Ian believes that taking her down will be a great victory in the power play he has always pursued. Jordan, although reluctant to join, cannot help but wonder if Ian is truly aware of the danger of confronting Tessa. Because Tessa always has loyal friends who are ready to stand up for her. But Ian does not care. He believes that his plan cannot fail, and Tessa will soon become the next victim in his series of dark plots. The battle for power. Meanwhile, in another development, Daniel is trying his best to protect and support his daughter, Lucy. Daniel's return is not only out of love for Lucy but also out of a sense of responsibility. He knows that the world around Lucy is becoming more and more dangerous and complicated. Daniel knows that if he doesn't stand firm and fight for Lucy, she may be dragged into trouble that she doesn't deserve. Daniel constantly faces challenges from the outside, but what really bothers him are the worries in Lucy's heart. She seems to be hiding something, and Daniel is determined to find out so he can better protect his daughter. His tenacity is not only shown through his actions, but also in his willingness to confront anyone or anything that could endanger Lucy. Intertwined plot. Ian's schemes not only affect Tessa, but also create a chain of events that could shake the entire community. While Ian is busy with his plan, Tessa begins to notice unusual signs around her. She feels the eyes on her, the anonymous phone calls, and even strange events happening at work. Tessa is not one to be easily intimidated, and she decides to find out what is going on. Tessa turns to Mariah, her partner and the person who has always been by her side through the toughest times. Mariah quickly realizes the seriousness of the situation and does not hesitate to warn Tessa that she may be the target of some kind of conspiracy. With Mariah's support, Tessa begins to prepare for any possible danger. At the same time, Jordan begins to have doubts about Ian's plans. He cannot deny that Ian is a smart and dangerous man, but targeting Tessa could be a big mistake. Jordan begins to consider betraying Ian to protect Tessa, or at least warn her of the impending danger. But will he have the courage to stand up to Ian? Or will he be drawn into a dark conspiracy? The climax is pushed. As Ian gets closer to putting his plan into action, Tessa and Mariah grow stronger and more united. They begin to gather evidence and seek support from trusted friends like Sharon and Nick. Secrets begin to be revealed, and Tessa realizes that her enemies are not simple. Meanwhile, Daniel is not left out. He decides to join in to protect Lucy and those he loves from potential dangers. The story reaches its climax when Ian and Tessa face each other in a dramatic confrontation. Can Tessa overcome Ian's trap and protect herself, or will she become a victim in this dangerous game? And which side will Jordan choose to stand on in this war? These questions will keep the audience glued to the screen, waiting every minute to know the outcome of the characters. With its complex plot and interwoven emotions, The Young and the Restless continues to affirm its position as a captivating drama, where loyalty, protection and dark conspiracies always intersect to create an unpredictable story. On The Young and the Restless, this year's Christmas is filled with mixed emotions as the characters deal with grief, intrigue, and determination to protect their loved ones. A first Christmas without Heather. For Daniel, this is an especially difficult Christmas. It's the first year he and his daughter Lucy have spent the holidays without Heather. Heather's absence leaves a huge hole in their hearts, especially Lucy, who is struggling to come to terms with the change in their family. Seeing the sadness in her eyes, Daniel is determined to do everything he can to ease Lucy's pain. He plans to create new memories for the two of them. Daniel takes Lucy to pick out a Christmas tree, prepares her favorite foods, and decorates the house together. He also comforts and encourages Lucy constantly, reminding her that Heather still loves her, even though she is no longer physically present. But deep down, Daniel knows that this is just the beginning. He understands that this loss will take time for both father and son to overcome. Nick Newman and his concern for Sharon Newman. In another development, Nick Newman is worried about Sharon Newman's safety. Recent revelations from hypnosis sessions have revealed that Sharon is completely innocent of serious charges. She did not hit Phyllis Summers with her car, and she did not kill Heather. However, this truth raises a bigger question: who is really behind these plots, and why is he targeting Sharon? Nick cannot sit still knowing that Sharon is being framed. He senses her insecurity, and that makes him determined to get to the bottom of things. Nick begins to investigate clues related to Sharon's drug interference. He seeks out experts to test drug samples and analyze who could be behind this action. Determined to protect Sharon. In his search for the truth, Nick realizes that Sharon is in greater danger than he thought. Not only is she emotionally scarred, but her life is in real danger. Nick is willing to do anything to protect her. He hires bodyguards, installs a security system for Sharon's home, and even personally follows her during crucial moments. However, Sharon is still haunted by memories and feelings of betrayal. She begins to doubt everyone around her, except Nick, the only person she feels she can trust. Sharon shares with Nick the small details she remembers from her hypnosis sessions, hoping that they can help them find the mastermind. Little by little, the whole picture begins to come together, and dark secrets are gradually revealed. How far is Nick willing to go? Nick knows that to find out who is behind this, he must take great risks. He begins to delve into Sharon's past relationships, as well as investigate her potential rivals. The process takes him to corners he never wanted to explore, but for Sharon, he's willing to face anything. His protection is not only an act of love, but also an affirmation that he won't let anyone destroy her again. In a tense moment, Nick confronts the main suspect in the case. The confrontation is not only a warning, but also a declaration that he will fight to the end to keep Sharon safe. But will Nick's efforts be enough to expose his enemy? And will Sharon overcome her trauma and find peace of mind? Bringing it all together in the spirit of Christmas. Despite facing many challenges, the characters on The Young and the Restless still try to find light in the darkest of times. Daniel and Lucy, despite their grief, learn to cherish the precious moments they have together. Nick and Sharon, despite the intrigue, find strength in their unity and love. This Christmas is a season unlike any other. It is a blend of heartache, love, and hope, where characters must overcome hardships to protect what is most important to them. This story is not only about intrigue and challenges, but also a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the light of love and hope can light the way forward.